One of the big stories we've been following, the deadly shooting at a funeral outside a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints meeting house in Salt Lake. Well, now heading into the weekend, a big question is, what will church services look like at that building this Sunday? Will there be extra security? We're answering those questions for you right here at 10 o'clock. But first, a recap on what we know happened there at that shooting. Those shots rang out in the parking lot of the church building near 700 North Redwood Road. Family and friends were there for a funeral service. 2 men were killed, another 6 people injured. At last check, at least 5 of them are still in the hospital. No suspects in custody at this point. But now to those questions we mentioned. How will what happened affect Sunday worship? That's what our Jordan Tracy has been following up on today. Jordan, you've been working very hard to try to get us some answers on these.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. And what we found out that it is expected that services will carry on as usual this weekend. And of course, we've been trying to reach out to the church to hear from the 2 bishops from the wards that meet at this meeting house, as well as potentially the stake president. But the church has made it clear that because this is an ongoing criminal investigation, that they are leaving any statements at this time to the police as they continue to investigate everything that took place here Wednesday night. And I spoke with the police today about maybe potential plans for increased security. But you've heard throughout this process and investigation that what took place here Wednesday really had nothing to do with the church or the congregation that meets here. It just happened to be a viewing that was being held here at this meeting house on Wednesday. So there's been no concerns about the church being a target or any type of hate crime. Again, an isolated incident that took place here. But again, the idea is peace of mind. When something tragic like this happens, the violence that we saw Wednesday night, it can make people in the neighborhood, but also the folks who call this place home for worship in peace, feel a little uneasy. So I'm told that the police are expecting to increase their presence in the neighborhood, as well as this meeting house, as services continue on Sunday. Much like if anything would happen, if there'd be complaints in a neighborhood about safety, that they would beef up their presence. That's what they're planning to do here. And again, here's a point that I want to also make. If you scour through social media, obviously you see a lot of our reports from our colleagues at other stations, but also you hear from people who call this place home for worship. And they're speaking out on social media, talking about how that this is no reflection. What happened here Wednesday, no reflection of the peace, the love, and the faith that is celebrated here and that is expected to continue this weekend. Sarah?
Our Jordan Tracy live in Salt Lake. Jordan will be keeping a close eye on this with the rest of our crews as the weekend continues. Jordan, thank you very much. As they continue to follow up on this, make sure you stick with ABC4 News for our continuing coverage on the shooting. Any new developments as we head into Saturday and Sunday, you can find that right here on air, online at abc4.com, and on our streaming app, News for Utah Plus.